I didn't get the result that I wanted, and my coach was like, you got that result because you didn't train hard, you were talking, you were joking around in practice. And I was like, man, is he really right? I'm like, if I'm gonna lose, it won't because of that reason. I mean, what he said to me bothered me so much. I'm like, I'm gonna be the complete opposite now.
Josh Hokit, from a two-time All-American wrestling background, someone with a great athletic future ahead of him.
If Josh Hokit was a team, he'd be in 32nd place, has earned 10 points for the Fresno State Bulldogs, and he's earned himself All-American status. Fresno State hasn't had an All-American wrestler since 2003.
It's amazing. It's a dream come true. I mean, when you first start wrestling, you watch this NCAA championship, and I'm finally here, and I get to be on the podium. It's just amazing.
To then, an NFL reject.
And then in college, I had a few questions of, after you're done in college, are you going to do MMA? And I was like, well, if the NFL doesn't work out, then sure. I think it was inevitable. I think it was destiny.
But instead of dreading the fact that this great opportunity to empower himself within the NFL just slipped between his fingers, he dedicated himself to MMA to quickly make himself one of the UFC's biggest up-and-coming prospects by getting into the pro sphere first, then earning a spot in organizations like Bellator and LFA respectfully. Then he proceeded to get 5 straight wins via stoppages.
Everybody here rooting the 27-year-old.
Oh, the hooks are in!
Oh my!
The hooks are
being dropped! This could be over! Huge shot from Josh Hokit!
That's a wrap!
That's a touchdown!
As you just saw early on, he showed he could mix his incredible wrestling with striking for use in ground and pound. He absolutely battered John Lopez.
Trying to advance to full mount, opens half guard.
Take a look at that arm triangle.
He's looking for the arm triangle submission in his professional debut. And there.
When I first saw that arm triangle, I thought it was really impressive. But of course, after this impressive win streak, he fairly earned himself a spot in Dana White's Contender Series to compete for a UFC contract, where he then lit a fire under them and got a knockout in the second round, securing that contract from Dana White.
Beat up, not will. Oh!
His elbows are crushing.
Oh, that was
Get
nice.
out of there!
It's over, it's over.
That's it! Josh Hokit in round 2.
And even with him being largely unknown by the general UFC fan base at this time, he was already starting to establish the personality that he's quickly become known for. He has since created a plethora of characters of which he can pick from when he does interviews with press.
Increase their insurance. Right, Jared?
Yes. The insurance is so that they can go to the hospital after what Hokit does. Do you see what I'm saying, right?
Power and glory.
You guys
Right? What do you call a Mexican that hates protein powder? No way, Jose.
I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to emulate during that. Maybe a Sith Lord. I've seen videos of him with a lightsaber, I think attacking like cut men or whatever. Anyways, I find it really funny. Some find him cringy, but... Or you got clips like this.
Dog, dude, hey, I got a joke just came to mind, dog. Hey, what do you call a short Mexican, homie? A paragraph, dog, because he's too short to be called an essay, homie.
Though, many people didn't like it when he started to do this odd mic talk mixed with different characters, especially with it being something like what was just shown. But personally, I always found it funny, though I do understand why people wouldn't like it. But with his most recent fight, he proved himself not to just many fans, but Dana White himself, that he is the real deal.
There are quite a lot of people in the world who are not a big fan of Josh Hokit's shtick.
Yeah,
but when you go
I'm one of them.
When you go out and fight like that, though, it kind of makes the character stuff irrelevant, and he put on an insane...
He walked the talk tonight, you know what I mean? When people come out and say stupid shit and have sort of a shtick, it's not my thing, but nothing but respect for both of those men tonight. Like I said, he walked the talk, so...
Honestly, I think Dana shared the exact thoughts many have about him now after this incredible fight he had with Curtis Blades, that now has put him in the top 5 heavyweight rankings, only after his second year in the UFC.
Nice shot by Curtis. Oh! Big hit by Blades has been
been stunned early. Blades is on wobbly legs a minute in.
Oh, my. Oh, nice jab by Cole.
From Hokit.
This is crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody's going down.
Blades led to real trouble.
Oh, he hit Curtis. Nice elbow by Curtis.
Wow.
Dude, it was so present that the fight was an instant classic after like round 2. The heart both Curtis and Hokit showed, it was just incredible. It was easily the best heavyweight fight I've ever watched live and probably a top 5 heavyweight fight of all time. Johnny Walker versus Dominic Reyes. Anyways. The fight surprisingly went to decision, which Josh Hokit won, which I agree with. Anyone who was watching that would have agreed Josh Hokit won that.
And still undefeated, Josh Hokit.
Josh, that was one of the most insane fights I've ever seen in my life.
To the Miami Mamacita, my bathwater tastes like a sweet margarita. So what is there not to like? When I pick up the mic, a puppy comes back to life. And last night, I'll leave you with this. I toot my own horn and beat my own drum. But if you think you can beat me in a fist fight, boy, is you dumb. And P.S. Alex Pereira, showing these nuts.
I don't know how you could find him corny after watching that. I thought that was fucking funny. Honestly, dude, someone like Josh Hokit is what the heavyweight division needs right now, especially with all the talks of most of the rankings being flooded with old heavyweight fighters with horrible cardio. That's without me bringing up the ex-champion Tom Aspinall being injured. Josh Hokit being in the heavyweight division, along with Alex Pereira moving up to heavyweight, I think it'll make it a very interesting division. That's what I knew of the heavyweight division when I was first getting into the UFC. People like Cain Velasquez. Like, we haven't had a champion like Cain Velasquez in so long, so. Anyways, if you agree or disagree with anything in this video, let me know in the comments. I respond to every comment. So yeah, have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.